Hey guys, it's Sarah, and it is Create Something Week here on the Invisible Wall. This week each of us will make something. It doesn't matter what we make, we just have to make something, and then we're gonna put it off into the world for everybody to see. Now if you're anything like me, your wardrobe is made up almost completely of hoodies and jeans, and if you're anything else like me, then you also have no money to get anything other than hoodies and jeans for those hot summer months. Now since we all don't want to die of heat stroke during this summer, but we have no money to go buy cute clothes, I'm gonna show you how to make cute clothes. More specifically, how to make cute shirts. To be able to do this, you're going to need a couple things. You're going to need some scissors and a Sharpie and some cardboard you don't care about, along with a old shirt or a new shirt. I got a new shirt. I like to use large shirts because they kind of hang off your body a little bit more. You also need your picture of choice and an iron. We're going to start off by making sure that our shirt is nice and clean and nice and straight, because you don't want any lines in it, because if you iron on your picture with lines in it, then your picture is always going to have lines in it. So make sure it's nice and flat, nice and straight. Then you're going to take your cardboard you don't care about. I'm using an old fruit by the foot box, and you're going to stick it in between the layers of your shirt so that you can iron on your picture without it going through to the other side. I feel like Martha Stewart. Is this what Martha Stewart feels like all the time? Then you're going to take your picture of choice. I have a BBC Sherlock silhouette that I found on Google Images. And you're just going to cut around it with your scissors. Then I have my nice little Sherlock head here. Now, important, this is backwards. It doesn't matter with this picture, but if you were to have words or something, you'd have to put it backwards or flipped. Because when you put it on, it's going to be backwards, and it's going to iron on the opposite way of what you have on the paper. So now I'm going to line up my Sherlock head here, and I'm going to put it right where I want it to be, keeping in mind that I'm going to cut some of the collar off. Then, when I think it's exactly where I want it to be, and I'm sure that there's no lines or bubbles underneath it, I'm going to take my iron, and I'm going to iron Sherlock's head onto my shirt. I usually iron them for about 30 seconds or a minute. It doesn't really matter. You just got to make sure that it all gets on there. The paper will start to turn nice and crispy. It's kind of like when you're cooking a pizza and the edges get all nice and crispy brown, and you know that's when it's done. It's kind of the same thing for this, honestly. I don't know anything in the world that doesn't relate back to pizza. Alright, that's about done there, I think. I think Sherlock's a little crooked. I don't think he's very straight. Said every fan ever. Alright, I can kind of touch Sherlock now without burning my hands. So let's try and peel him off. Oh, I should have made a I Don't Shave for Sherlock Holmes t-shirt. Oh, opportunity missed. And that is beautiful. Look at that. So here we have our picture. See that right there? Look how great that is. At this point we can pull our cardboard out. Alright, now if you want to stop at this point, that's totally cool. It's still a super cute t-shirt. But I like to cut off my collars and a little bit of my sleeves. So we're going to do that. This is where you use your Sharpie. And it's probably pretty safe to use your cardboard for this too, but I'm just going to lift it up and use my hand. You want to mark a halfway point on your shirt. Then you want to mark a nice inch away on the outsides on your sleeves, on your shoulders. So I have a nice little dot here and a nice little dot here. And then I have a dot right in the middle there. We're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut only the front part of our shirt, because if we cut the back part of our shirt the same length, it is going to be a problem because the hole will be too big and it will not fit on your shoulders. So you just want to cut from mark to mark. Then you want to cut off right at the seam at your collar. The front has a little bit of a V-neck, and then the back is sticking up too far. So what we want to do is we just want to cut along the seam of our collar. Now for the sleeves, I just like to cut off the hems because I cut off the hems for the collar. So I just like to make everything match. And then what you want to do is you kind of want to eyeball it for how short you want to make the bottom of your shirt. Really, it's all very forgiving. You can just trim it up if you want to do it again. You can cut it straighter if you didn't cut it straight enough the first time. Honestly, doesn't matter. Alright, are we ready? Are we ready? 1, 2, 3. Alright. You know, I like it a lot. That's all I have for you today. If you like this tutorial, give it a big thumbs up. Leave in the comments what you would put on a t-shirt. And make sure you catch Lindsay on Wednesday for her Create Something video. I'll see you on Monday, but until then, bye. Did I just salute you? Oof.